Let me take a wild guess. You are a master number 11 in one of your big numerology numbers, and you want to learn or know what makes them so challenging and also maybe how to overcome these challenges. Well, then you are at the right place, because in this video we are going to go deep into 10 reasons why master number 11 is so challenging. My name is Leandra. I'm a human design specialist into numerology and astrology, and I help people understand themselves better through all of these different modalities. I also work in the holistic health space, and if you want to work with me, you find more details down below in the box. So shall we get started? Well, let me count the 10 reasons why master number 11 is challenging. So the first one is the duality that the 11-2 brings. So the 11 is obviously put together by a 1 and a 1, which equals the 2. So the 1 and the 2 are actually the most opposite energies there are, because the 1 is the masculine and the 2 is the feminine. And the 1 is the pusher, the doer, the maker, whereas the 2 is the intuitive, the receptive. So you combine both of these attributes, both of these characteristics within you. And that might sometimes feel like a push and pull dynamic, because the 1 really wants to go out and do things and be independent and be free and do things. However, the 2 just wants to withdraw, is very sensitive, extremely empathic, and doesn't want to do it, wants to hermit. So we have these push and pull dynamics, and maybe you're feeling it in your everyday life. Maybe you feel it on a daily basis that this is happening to you, or also maybe how you see yourself. I'm a master number 11 myself in actually 3 of my big numbers, so I know the 11 energy really well, and it sometimes felt too masculine, and at sometimes I felt too feminine, in not meaning in a looks or anything, but like in the energies. And I still have this duality within me, and I have days where I feel extremely like doing and pushing, being independent, and then other days I would feel extremely sensitive and extremely just like laying back. So you're here to bring balance between the two, and actually you're to master these energies. You're here to master both of them and combining them within you. So combining not only that on a personal scale, but also showing to the world that this is possible, and showing the totality of the spectrum of what it means to be human. So you're here to bring 2 distinct energies into balance, whatever that might mean for your life, and find peace and find harmony within this. And the next thing, the second thing why 11 is so, or can be so challenging, is the heightened sensitivity that comes with that. Because as we said before, the 2 is the most intuitive and is the most sensitive. So you will be extremely sensitive to other people, maybe to even the fabric of the clothes on your skin, to a place where you are. And for me, this is extreme, because even if I go in a subway, literally I feel everyone's personal energy. I can even feel energy of things. When they have been pre-owned by someone, I feel exactly who has been wearing maybe the clothes before. So it might go to an extreme extent that your sensitivity is so heightened that you need to be very, very careful about energies that you let into your field. That starts with the food that you consume, that goes over the things that you have in your house, that goes over the things that you purchase, to the people that you have around you, to the places where you find yourself up, as you need to be really, really mindful and really careful who you let or what you let into your field. And once you learn how to navigate that, it is not that challenging actually, because you know what to do. However, it can sometimes, especially if you are, if you don't have your tools yet, let's say, then it can feel sometimes extremely overwhelming, and you feel very exposed to all these energies around you. So here it requires a little bit more extra care and a little bit more extra awareness about everything that you consume. The next thing is the emotionality of the 11. So whereas the 11 itself might not be very emotional at all, actually, it is very sensitive to literally every emotion that is in the field around you. So you will pick up on emotions of everyone around you, and that can bring you into an emotional roller coaster because you feel dragged and pulled and pushed and pulled between the emotions of all other people around you due to your high sensitivity for also the emotions of other people. That sometimes can lead 11 numerology master number people to feeling like they are the most emotional person on the planet, and they are extremely emotionally unstable, maybe even. So actually that might not even be the case for you. It might be the case that you're just picking up on literally every emotion of people around you. So again, here, it's here to bring balance into emotions, and that comes along with setting really, really good boundaries again, and being very mindful who you let in your field. Also, it might help to check your human design, because there we can see if you are actually emotional yourself and you need to ride the wave, or if you are emotional empath and you're picking up of emotions of others, and that can help you really find a great sense of clarity about yourself and your energies. And if you would like guidance on that, I offer readings where we discuss all of these topics and more. So yeah, you are here to learn how to balance emotionality. The next thing that we find with a challenge is that you are an extreme old soul. So master numbers come here and are reincarnated through having gone already through a lot of cycles previous to that, and therefore they're ready in this lifetime to master something. That also means that they've gone through a lot of past life experiences, and they know what is possible for them. They know what they've already lived, and they've learned so much already on the way, which can lead them to a sense of perfectionism and really, really high expectations on them, because they know what is possible and they know what they could achieve potentially. They also have so many gifts and talents, but sometimes it feels a little bit hard to actually tap into these gifts and challenges because of the sensuality, the sensitivity, and because you might have so many skills and so many interests as well, that it feels a little bit challenging to know exactly what you're here or how you even here to bring your gifts to the world. And that can lead you to this perfectionism, but also maybe at the same time feeling a little bit like a failure. And you're here to step after step go your process, and that might take some time, also being recognized by other people for your gifts and talents in order to really bring them to fruition. So the best thing you can do is really follow what brings you joy, what brings you excitement, and what really lights you up. And even if that's several things, even if that's a lot of things, try to let go of the perfectionism a little bit, because you will see that actually other people will perceive you as being really, really good at some things where you have a really high standard that you hold, and then you can feel like a failure, or you can struggle from not feeling good enough maybe. So you're here to learn and overcome that challenge as well, and you can do that by following your gifts and by learning how to already bring them to the people, even though you might think you're not perfect yet, and still allowing yourself to learn and grow on the way. So you also might be a big dreamer. You might be tending between the spiritual realm and the physical plane. That's again the duality that we were talking about before, that you might be struggle to feel really grounded, or struggle to feel really home somewhere. So you might always be between this realm and that might leave you a little bit homeless, or feeling scattered. Homeless in the sense that you're searching for home, you're searching for perfectionism again, you're searching for something better, and that leaves you very much in this floating around space also not being very grounded in the sense that you dream a lot. And I definitely have been guilty of that before, like traveling a lot and just having all these ideas that never came to fruition, and just searching for home, searching for meaning, and that can feel very ungrounding and very unsettling and actually not very restful, not very peaceful. So again, you're also here to find grounding. You're here to find within the material plane also your home. That doesn't mean you cannot tap into the spiritual, and you're actually here to bring these two into balance, the spiritual with the material plane, and bring the spirituality to people and bring the material or the grounding to people a little bit more floaty up in the air. So you're really here to be the bridge and build the cross, basically. And that's why I love the cross as a symbol so much, because it's the horizon to the upper stream. So you're here to bring these two energies literally together, and you can see wearing the cross. So yeah, that is a symbol that really has always resonated with me because of these dualities, because of these two different energies here coming together. The next one is that you might struggle to have healthy boundaries because you feel other people so deeply and so much. It might feel sometimes that you're losing yourself in another person, or that you give a lot without being able to actually receive, because you're such a giver. You're a person who wants to do something good for humanity, because you are here to actually be of service also for others. But then sometimes that can lead to you forgetting about yourself and really exhausting yourself in the world. So you also need to learn how to really have good boundaries and good self-care, and also being able to receive, which is for the one energy is not very easy, because the one is the giver and the doer. However, the two is here to receive. So that's a lesson to be learned, to be also able to receive and to lean back and nourish or care for yourself. So that's a huge lesson here. Which brings us to the next point, which means that you could also be sometimes very fatigued, because you sense so much, you feel so much, you take in all the energies, you've been giving a lot maybe, and that can lead to being exhausted also, because as you are so receptive and you're working on these two different planes, as we said before, that can drain a lot of your energy. So you need to really rest well, have good sleep, have good healthcare routines in place, so you don't exhaust yourself, so you charge up your energies, because in the end you are here to master something, to be of service, to have this greater lesson in this lifetime and this greater service to humanity. And you can only do that if you have nourished or taken care of yourself first. So that's the most important thing for you to learn, to have your boundaries in place, as I said, your healthy food, nutrition, place to live, etc. So check with yourself, do you have all of this in play? And if you want to learn more on how to actually navigate all of these challenges, I've already recorded a video on that. So if you feel like watching that, you can also find that here. And yeah, if you want to work with me and understand more about your overall energies and everything else that makes a master number 11 so special and unique, and also human design, get in touch for a personal reading. I'm super excited to connecting with you. Anyways, I'm sending you so much love, and bye. I see you next time.